Hey, welcome back to the Mr. Excel Netcast. I'm Bill Jump.
Basically, you start out with massive amounts of data. You say, how are we going to analyze this? Well, let's fire up a pivot table and see if we can solve this problem.
Hey, welcome back to the Mr. Excel Netcast. I'm Bill John. I got a great puzzle for you today. Do you get the tech support calls? You get mom or grandma calling up and saying, hey, I got a computer question. I get them all the time. And I just got an Excel question from my brother-in-law. He says, I've got the weirdest thing. He says, I was copying and pasting. I left-clicked or I right-clicked or I did something. And all of a sudden now, bam, I have an exact copy of my spreadsheet to the right of my spreadsheet. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? He says, yeah, I have columns A through E, and then to the right of that is all of that data from A through E again. I have no idea how it got there. I said, okay, that sounds weird. The first thing I thought is somehow he managed to use the camera tool to make a picture of it. I said, okay, I want you to come over here and left-click on the right side and look for the handles, the object handles that would show up. No, nothing there. All right, so maybe there's formulas. Let's come over here and choose one of these cells and see if it's a formula cell over here that's pointing back to column A. He says, no, not formula cells. It's just text. And then he gives me one more clue, and this one actually just really throws me for a loop. He says, when I choose column A on the left, that column A that I see on the right gets chosen as well. And if I type something here, it happens on the other side. And I'm like, okay, now you could use window, new window, and then window arrange horizontal, but there's no way he managed to do that with a left click or a right click. And so finally, I just gave up. I said, send me the file. I've got to see the file. So then the file shows up here. All right, and I realized what he didn't tell me was this little bar heading down the middle, that he had somehow managed to do view split in Excel 2007. He's actually using Excel 2003, so that would have been window split, and managed to split the window. Let's turn that off. So I guess he was here, probably in F1, managed to do the split command, and then somehow backed into column A. And now it is very weird because we have two identical copies of the worksheet. Do something on the left side and it appears on the right side. So easy solution for him, just turn off the split, right? But here's my question for you. I'm a big fan of freeze panes. I use freeze panes all the time, but I frankly have never found a reason to use split. So I'm sure out there, for all the people watching the podcast, some of you must love split and you use split all the time. I guess you could use split if you needed to see maybe on the left side columns A through something and on the right hand side something else. But again, I would use window new window to do that, and then window arrange vertical so I could see them side by side. So for all of you split fans out there, anyone who enjoys using split, why don't you write into bill@MrExcel.com. Let me know what you use split for. Is it the spreadsheet's too big? Frankly, for my money, I would just as soon take it out of the ribbon because, well, in this case, it caused something very, very confusing to happen. Freeze panes is a better way to go. So write in, let me know, and I'll report back in a future podcast of all the great ideas we had for the split command. Well, hey, I want to thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time for another Netcast from Mr. Excel.
Well, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time for another Netcast from Mr. Excel.